Lamar now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up third down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Finds him on the crossing route. And unsurprisingly, Brock, he's not going to get the first here. Still failing to see the thinking behind that one as they turn it over on downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
1 yard gain.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Right back to Pacheco. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be stopped just a second away from a touchdown. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Bails out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at third and goal. Offense in the hurry up here. Here's Mahomes, third and goal. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 4th and goal.
15.
They'll run it with Pacheco. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've got up 6-0. It's an Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown! Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson buying some time left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up 2nd down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you can do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forces an incompletion.
And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's good for Ravens 1st down. Play action. Here's Jackson. Rolling out to his left. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. Breaks a tackle. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the Chiefs look like they have it. And they can't call a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They got it off that fumble recovery to end the 1st. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not remove the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Got a lock behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage against good coverage, contested catches, that really make tight ends.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game. I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Could lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
This is Henry on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. They're down to their final one in this half.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. pass on that long field goal would have been 55 yards. They're going for this. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turned it over on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. They're cobbled together a yard there. Tackled there by Mike Green. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. It's the Chiefs in front here at Arrowhead. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's brought down at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. And dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
First down throw, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. So that brings up second down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10, it's Mahomes. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands he got on the football.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
That's cut at the 4. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
And it's caught. So they try for two once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip.
14. Ravens nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback.
Xavier Worthy on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Vacates quickly left side. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. First time this game they've looked to him, so they're left facing third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Buying some time right. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. That one finds his man, likely. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they've set up well here with 2nd and 1. Working quickly here.
45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Wanted Rice, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. Want to take it all in?
And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Xavier Worthy now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
We'll give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offensive line fast.
The 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Mahomes. No place to go. Ravens take him down. Working quickly here.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch a college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He beams one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. He's running with it. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. And he had it for a second, but unable to hang on. And the possession literally slips through their fingers as they turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to him. He's off to the races. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Makes the score. Chiefs 22, Ravens 8. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. First down throw for Jackson. Headed out right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted.
Took something, man. 21-0. Hate that shit.